Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an update for Deck of Panning. It is time for the second update for Deck of Panning, which is a project that I created, and we've been doing this for 6 or 7 years now. I absolutely love it, and so many of you do too. Thank you so much. And since I'm thanking you, I did want to take a moment. It's been about a week since I launched the Ultimate Project Pan Tracker, and you guys showed up in such a big way for me, whether you purchased or not. Just all the support in the comments of that video meant the world to me. I did surpass my goal of 25 sales. I am over 40 now, which is, I feel like I don't even have words aside from thank you. I truly was not expecting that. I'm not gonna cry. My basement, where my actual filming space is absolutely freezing, and I didn't feel like I could face that today. I'm already feeling a little bit cold, so I was feeling the cozy vibes. You're in my living room with me. I hope that's okay. Ironically, with the launch of my Project Pan tracker and all of the stress and I don't know, just finalizing all the details for that, I actually haven't worn makeup all that much in the last month because I've just been so laser focused on that launch. So, spoiler alert, I don't have a rollout for you today, but we'll definitely be pulling a card anyways. I love the chaos. I have used the products some, except for this bright lipstick. This is a ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Lock Diary. This was pulled in for the Prompt Fantasy Self. I have a goal to use this 10 times. As of the last update, I had used it 2 out of 10 times, and I'm still at those 2 uses because I haven't worn a bright lip in a while. Except when I did my lip roulette, I pulled out that like orangey red, and you guys seem to really love that, but I haven't reached for the ColourPop shade. For the prompt has a pan, I chose my Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette, specifically the shade Light Cocoa. It looked like this when I rolled it in, but I have since repressed it because it was really hard to get any on my brush. It's kind of crumbling a bit, so I'm gonna be careful showing you. I don't know if you can tell from this far, but I have been using it. As of the last update, I had used it 8 times, and I've used it 6 times since then. My goal was to hit pan in it again before this update, and I kind of did. There is a pan here with still powder around it, obviously, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. I don't think that this powder is going to hold on for too much longer. I am just using it to set under my eyes. It does have a very brightening quality to it, though now that I'm fair, maybe I should just bust through it by putting it all over the face, or at least maybe even like here. I could make that work, a little more in the center of the forehead. I think I should be using it a little more liberally than I was in just setting underneath my eyes. Next up, for the prompt favorite color, I chose the ColourPop Blush in the shade Flower Tender because I love this like orangey yellow color. Just, it makes me happy to look at. And I want to use this blush 10 times. As of the last update, I had used it 3 times, and I've since used it 2 more times. So I'm halfway to my goal. I am tempted to declutter this, honestly. I love the pale pinky peach situation going on. It has some vibrancy to it still. I love the color, but I am finding this a little bit tricky to blend. I'm typically blending it, I have it on today, with another blush on top, and the shimmer is really not finely milled at all, and I can see little like glitter freckles, but those seem to fall off throughout the day. Like, I'm never happy with my blush when I just apply this and nothing else. And I'm sometimes leaving for work not happy with my blush because of this shade, because of the glitter freckles. But then when I check on my makeup midway through my shift, I don't see the glitter. So I'm happy to continue to use it for the 10 uses. I'm not sure if this has a long-term place in my collection. I'm no longer guiltily forcing myself through my makeup in my collection, and this is a very pretty color. I think someone else would love it. It's an Animal Crossing collab. The packaging is lovely. I'm kind of feeling after my 10 uses, if I have someone else who would love to use it, I'd be willing to part ways with it, you know? Like, I'm definitely not liking this enough to try and hit pan in it or anything like that. For a random letter generator, I got the letter R. I chose the e.l.f. Shimmer Highlighting Powder in the shade Rose Glow, another 10 use goal on this. Again, I had used it 3 times as of the last update and used it 2 more since then. So I am at 5 out of 10 uses. This is actually starting to look very worn here. I wouldn't say that there's a dip or anything happening yet, but I really do like this powder highlighter. It is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. Only halfway to my goal. I'm really happy to continue to use this. I am realizing maybe I'm a little bit far from you guys. It'll have to do for today. You can give me your feedback on the setting for future videos if I have the time to set up upstairs. If not, we'll be back to the filming space when it's a bit warmer anyways. I suffered through for a lot of winter months for you guys, but it's so cold down there today, I just couldn't face it. Last month I rolled in for the prompt Hit a Pan the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer in the shade Seychelles. I have the mini. This has 3 grams of product. Mine is no longer glued in. I should probably fix that. But my goal is obviously to hit pan on this, and it does have a good dip. I have only reached for this 2 times since rolling it into this project. However, I do have 58 tracked uses on this bronzer as a whole, so that's quite a lot of use for a cream bronzer. I hope you are able to see that dip. I'm not sure how many uses to hit pan, but I'm happy to work on this even through the summer. It's a really great warm bronzer shade for me. And there we have it, short and sweet. Those are the updates on the 5 products that I have been working on, though not very consistently because it's been a busy time. However, I am going to shuffle my mini cards here while I share with you what the game board is looking like for the March update. I am going to be drawing a card just to see what happens. I love being able to participate in each different game board as they come out and hope I get a fun prompt. In this deck of cards, I do have 1 Joker, which I still haven't actually decided on a product. Knock on wood, hopefully I don't get it now because I actually have no idea what product I would roll in for that. A Joker is something that you just really don't want to be panning right now, but you're also not willing to get rid of it, so you're gonna have to pan it sometime, you know? Okay, I really hope I don't get the Joker now. Let's lift the top card. We have the Jack of Spades. I know it's not in focus, but hopefully you can see I'm not lying. And this is the prompt, represent another project. So this gives you an opportunity to just taste test, sample a different project pan that you don't have the capacity to participate in fully, or if there's truly no other project that you would ever want to be participating in, you can quite literally select any product you want and say you're doing Beauty A to Z by the Fantastic Ladies and just say, for example, I'm not rolling this in for this. I'm participating in Beauty A to Z by the Fantastic Ladies. For the letter W, I'm using the Wander Beauty Foundation. You could literally just do that and that's fine. I need to think. Not an eyeshadow project because I have 2 on the go that I'm kind of failing at already. And I literally just said that, and a project that popped into mind was pan that palette in order. That would be a terrible choice for me. I think what I should do is, I have my Christmas bin here of my 26 to pan in 2026, plus products that I could pan, or like I have room in my panning ecosystem to pull in. I'm gonna need to think on this for a minute actually, and I'll be back when I have chosen a project and a product. As I'm sitting in front of my bookshelves, and I'm also going to film a bookish video after this one, I chose the project A Quart of Pans and Empties. This is a Fantastic Ladies collab created by Paula at A Beauty Guru Made Me Do It. I specifically chose to go back to last year's, which is book 1. They are on to book 2 now, but now I just have it in my head that I thought this would be fun to knock out some of these prompts. I'm not going in order because that didn't seem to work with what I've got going on right now, but I am going to choose prompt 13 from book 1, again like season 1 of this project, and that prompt is for Resand, a product that is navy blue or purple. For that I'm choosing my Covergirl CG Smoothers powder. I have mine in the shade 715 translucent medium, and this probably looks black to you guys on camera, but the compact is a dark navy blue. Hopefully you can see. And I have space in my panning situation for a powder. I know I'm doing an under eye powder, which I did say that I was going to use all over my face a little bit, but I guess I lied because I'm going to roll in this powder. It has been used not that much, so I'm actually going to put this in for 20 uses. I almost said 10. We'll go 20. 20 uses on this powder. It might be a little dark for me, but with a light hand we should be able to make it work. I don't want everything in here to be super short goals. So we will do 20 uses on this powder to represent Resand from A Quart of Pans and Empties. That's fun. I wish I could participate in so many more projects, but I feel like the 5 I'm doing is enough for right now, and the Graveyard Project pan starts at the end of April. My goals for next month, I definitely need to get a couple more uses in on that bright lipstick, or if I can't even manage to get 10 uses, even though it's a Fantasy Self product, it's time for it to go. I need to stop holding on to things. I have 5 uses left on both my highlighter and blush. If I were doing my makeup more frequently, as I should be, that would be no problem in theory. And I don't know if I could have this powder gone for next update. Again, if I'm doing my makeup more often, it might not be that hard to do. It's very thin in here and not even covering the whole surface. So I think if I were to set my under eyes with this and even clean up this area with it, it could probably be gone by next update. So we'll see what I can manage to do. That is everything for my update for Deck of Panning. I'm now going to go update my nerdy little spreadsheet, which you guys know I love to do. There have been some questions on how to do certain things that I didn't go through in my full walkthrough, so I do plan on filming another, probably maybe a short. No, it might need a full video on, like, if you're doing more than 5 project pans, how to make this tracker bigger. And the key to that is going to be to make sure you input the formulas correctly, or it's gonna muck up the dashboard. But I will work on that for you guys for sure. I'm going to stop rambling now. If you enjoyed my project pan update, please do give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!